I've said severally I will meet you guys in Monaco and you think it's a play. But let me show you a powerful tool on how to grow your wealth. See, once you're born, all right, go to primary school, go to secondary school. I think secondary school is enough, is all that you need, unless you're looking for something professional. But in present day today, it's not worth all of those stress because imagine being a doctor and you get called often. What if you're a doctor and your wife or your husband is also a doctor, which means your children get to grow most of the time under the care of hired people who are total strangers. But it is what it is. So now, if you want to make money, right? First of all, obtain education. Primary is very, very important. Secondary is very, very important. Now, the next thing you should be looking at is not even going to a university, especially if you're coming from a very poor background. The next thing you should be looking at is either you open a business, maybe go for apprenticeship. After the apprenticeship, the guy settles you, or you get yourself a job, no matter how menial it is, but make sure that something is entering in your hand daily, weekly, or monthly. But if you are getting something that is menial, I think your best is a daily job. It will help you make more money and take care of yourself and be in charge of your day. Now, the next thing is this. Once you have had a shop or you have gotten a job, now there is one guaranteed stuff that there is income, no matter how little it is. If you must scale to the next level, what are you supposed to do? With the income from either your business or your job, you have to start investing in valuable assets with limited supply and stick to it for at least 5 years. You can invest in real estate. Yeah. You can invest in gold. Yeah. You can invest in silver. Yeah. But if you are a very young person, you are not married, and you are wishing to climb the ladder of success as fast as possible, I think your best bet should be digital assets. Why do I say digital assets? If you want to liquidate a real estate property, it will take you some days, sometimes some months, sometimes some years to see somebody who is willing to pay the price you say is the worth of that property or that real estate piece. Two, gold. Gold bars, you cannot be carrying it around. Digital gold or gold ETFs, fine. But how fast does it grow? Bitcoin and maybe crypto. Yes, that is the best. And if you're a newbie, you're starting up, I think you should get some knowledge and possibly invest in meme coins because that is the place you can actually hit your first 100x as fast as possible. To me, I would recommend Wikicat and I would recommend BC400. These two, super solid. Now, when you have made money from these two, you can now do what we call diversify your portfolio and make it more balanced. Now, take up some money from these two projects when you have made your first 100x and diversify into projects like Bitcoin and BNB. With this, you have four digital assets. And in 2030, you'll be sitting on your first $3 million. If you doubt this, somebody did it with NVIDIA stock. They have been buying since 2017, and he was begging his co-worker to buy, but the co-worker said no and said all sorts of trash. Today, his co-worker who have been investing in NVIDIA throws the world because of what he has made money. And whenever he's in Singapore or in Monaco, he calls this his co-friend that he actually called to say, join me and invest in this. He calls him to do what? To mock him and laugh at him. So those of you who have been making calls on Wikicat, at the current 24 million market cap and BC400 1.2 million market cap, you said no problem. Maybe one day I will be sitting in one, penthouse somewhere in Europe or Latin America, and I will call you and I will just smile. Because of what? Opportunity came and you refused to grab it. And let me even tell you again, if you're in Nigeria, life is already winning you 5-0. I am telling you. I went to buy what we call a motorcycle crankcase, and I was told 50,000 naira. I had to take to my heels to go and tell the guy to lose it. Let's see what we can actually do. Before in 2015, 2016, 65, 75,000, you have bought a new motorcycle. This is how bad things have gotten into Nigeria. If you want to survive, you really have to sit down, ask yourself questions. Where am I going to be in the next 5 years? Nobody is coming to save you, remember. The packaging you are using 30K to buy today is not even coming to save you either. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't look good. I'm trying to tell you that while you are still looking good, also consider the future. Thank you and God bless you.